Namaste and welcome to my channel Deep Astro Universe. In this video, I'll be talking about December monthly analysis for all the Lagnas. So before I begin with all the Lagnas, I would like to conclude something which is very important for all of you to know that whatever monthly analysis you're looking for, just take a glance at your own kundli and find out what is the current Mahadasha, Antardasha and Pratyantardasha going on and what all houses it is impacting. Because overall Mahadasha is the only one which will govern your whole time period and whatever events are going to fructify in that time period. Rest, all the other planets, if I talk about the bigger planets like Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu, these are the planets which actually impact your kundli when they transit or transition their motion from retrograde to direct and direct to retrograde. Depending on that, some events definitely get triggered. That's why I have emphasized on my various videos that in my various videos that these events which are fructifying in November and December are going to be really good for almost all the lagnas in some areas of their life, depending on their Mahadasha, Antar, and Pratyanta. Now, this is happening just because of the transition of Rahu and Ketu. They have changed their houses, and even Saturn has got direct. Now, this is the reason why this impact you are going to see in your life in one area, one particular area. Now, that could be anything. So, now first I will begin with Aries Lagna. Now, for Aries Lagna people, your Saturn is getting retrograde in 11th house where it will be in Shatabisha Nakshatra, Nakshatra of Rahu. And Rahu will be sitting next in the Pisces sign, and the dispositor of that Pisces sign will be in your first house. So, overall, the bigger planets are impacting your 11th, 12th, and first house. And even Saturn sitting in the 11th house will be aspecting your first house from the third aspect, fifth house from the seventh aspect, and your eighth house from the 10th aspect. Now, your overall, these houses are getting impacted. Now, what result it can give? Now, during this time period, you will be focusing mainly on yourself. You will be very serious, very practical, very hardworking. Then, even you will see that you will look for new transformation, change in your life, which can bring an upliftment, especially gains and new social circle too. And this change that you are looking for is going to come when there will be a connection of your social circle, your circle with the foreign element. Means somewhere you will be getting opportunities from some foreign place or MNCs, or you are going to get connection out of those people which are who are especially out of your state or somewhere from distant place. This could happen depending on what kind of work you are doing, because ultimately the result of your 11th house is being fructified by the 12th house where Rahu will be placed. Now this is giving you a lot of opportunities to travel abroad and settle down and start a new business or a new career in some MNCs too. But make sure, because Rahu sitting in 12th house will give you all these opportunities, but still Rahu give you a tendency of getting in contact with those fraudsters, fraud people who can actually uh, leak your money, or you may even lose your money at this time. Your energy get wasted. When Rahu is sitting in the 12th house, especially in the sign of Jupiter, these people can meet some gurus or some knowledgeable people who can actually uh, misguide them, misguide them to actually waste their energy in some, some people misguide you. Oh, you can work in this company, you can give an interview, they will call you, you can but unfortunately this won't fructify at this time. Maybe they ask you to invest your money somewhere, and you do that and then you lose almost all your money. So these kind of things may happen at this time. So beware of these fraudsters, um, because they will be like wise men, and uh, these wise kind of people, these knowledgeable kind of people who appear to be knowledgeable, who appear to be very mature, but they can disguise you at this time. So beware of that. Then talking about Mercury will be in Sagittarius sign throughout December, which is really good. So sitting in ninth house, Mercury, your third house and sixth house lord, this can actually, if the Mahadasha and Antardasha is there, then you can travel to pilgrimages or some other places for higher education or for job also. There could be a change. But even your father can get some kind of illness at this time, or you can even have a verbal fight with your father, or yeah, this could even happen during this time. The Mahadasha and Antardasha is there. Then, because I've already told you, Mercury will be remaining in the Sagittarius sign for almost whole December. Then talking about Sun will be there in Scorpio sign. Now Scorpio sign is in your eighth house. Their Sun gets really weak. Sun sitting in eighth house, that too in the sign of Scorpio, will get weak, and because your fifth house Lord will be in the eighth house for the first half of the December, then the relationship with your if you, with your kids, and if you are in relationship with your boyfriend girlfriends, then also it can love relationship, then also there could be some kind of hurdle, or some kind of disturbance especially, which could bring like really some anxiety, tension, worries in your life, that kind of thing. But still, if the Mahadasha Dasha is there, then only it will fructify, else it won't. Then even it can disturb your education if you're a kid. Then even if you are into some kind of skill, or you are doing something, some creativity you are doing, then also that can get disturbed. So overall, fifth house is getting disturbed for the first half of the December, but it will only happen if Mahadasha Dasha is there. Then in the next half of December, this sun will be in your Sagittarius sign. Now Sagittarius sign over here, sun is actually very strong. So fifth house and ninth house, it's like a Raj Yoga also. So in the second half of December, you will see rise in your luck. So you can go for a higher education also, and even your children can go for higher education. Your love will fructify. If you are in a love relationship, that also will see a new change in your life. So this is a really good time for you, the second half of December, if the Mahadashanta Dasha is of Sun. Then Jupiter I have already talked about. Jupiter is in your first house. So first house Jupiter is really good, fantastic. It gives really fantastic results. So till the time it's in first house, just be aware of your health, because what happens when first house Jupiter is there, it actually impacts your fifth house, seventh and ninth house. Though that means it will help you in your education, creativity. Even your children will do really good in their education, will really do good in their life. Even your love will prosper. Your seventh house, your business will prosper. If you wanted to get married, then this time is really good for you. Then ninth house, impacting the ninth house, that means you can travel at this time. Your father, the bond between you and your father, your gurus, your bosses will really fructify at this time. And even you can even go for higher education. These all things are resulting with this transit. Now the areas which are getting impacted by Jupiter uh, are really fantastic for you. This will give you a new change in your life, because Jupiter is impacting fifth house and ninth house, and it's all about changes in your life. So somewhere you will see a lot of changes happening in your life during this time period, especially in November and December. As I said, in December especially, then next year also you will see this change. And Jupiter sitting in first house, make sure that you check for your health, especially your health, because Jupiter in first house somewhere increases your weight, which can gain in weight, which can result in some kind of illness or some issue with your health. So keep in check of your health. I always tell people, especially whose first house and second house get impacted by Jupiter, that keep check of your health, because second house, when Jupiter sits over there, you eat a lot and lot and lot, and that's why your health gets impacted. But I would say that for Aries Lagna people, just keep in check of your health, else everything is really fine for you. Then Venus will be in Libra sign in your seventh house throughout December. So it's a really good time for you, because second house and seventh house, Lord is sitting in seventh house. So the bond between your family and your spouse will be really good. Your business will fructify, your savings will rise, you will see a rise in your status, so public image will rise, and you may even eat a lot of good meals along with your business partners, your partners, all the opposite people in your life. You can have a really good time with them, you can party along with them. So it's a really good time with your family. And that's why I said, keep a check on what you are eating at this time, because it can lead to weight gain. Okay, so then talking about Mars will be in Scorpio sign for the whole December. In Scorpio sign 8th house, Mars is really good, especially when Mars is affecting 8th house. It uh, it uh, actually somewhere protects you from any kind of accident. So here you will be protected from all the kind of accidents happening in your life, but the only thing that it will disturb is your own life will be disturbed for this time. Somewhere you will feel really happy, sometime you may feel really sad. So this kind of upheaval may come. You might feel some sense of you know worries, some kind of worries are there in your life during this time. You may face some kind of hurdles, because 8th house Mars protects you from accident, but the same house lord is also your first house lord. Aries sign is in your first house, so that house lord sitting in 8th house will affect your personality and your mind. So your mind and your personality your is getting disturbed. So maybe because the Jupiter is there in your first house, one day you may gain lot weight, and the other day you may lose weight. So because of your weight also, you may something might disturb you, some health issues. So it is asking you to exercise also during this time. So talking about now Taurus Lagna. For Taurus Lagna people, Saturn will be in your 10th house. Now 10th house Saturn in Shatabisha Nakshatra, and this nakshatra is of Rahu. Rahu is sitting in your 11th house, and the dispositor of Rahu is in your 12th house. So your 10th, 11th and 12th are getting impacted. Now Saturn is aspecting your 12th house from third aspect, fourth house from seventh aspect, and seventh house from 10th aspect. So it is overall affecting your 10th, 11th, 12th, and 4th and 7th. So what is happening? You will see a rise in your career, and that career rise and the status rise, how it will happen? Your Rahu is sitting in your 11th house. So you will get a lot of opportunities. For a lot of job opportunities will come. You will get a lot of opportunities for new kind of gains in your life, new social circle. And because Rahu is a foreign element, and even it represents those media and all those digital platforms. So somewhere if you have got all those YouTube channels and all, there you can get a lot of subscribers and a lot of followers. So it's a very good time for you, and you can see a rise in your career, upliftment in your career. And somewhere there will be a connection of foreign element, because the dispositor of Rahu is sitting in the 12th house. So somewhere there will be a gains from foreign land too. Okay, so that connection will be there. Now fourth house is getting impacted, so that means uh, at this time you can even see that bond between you and your mother, your family will be means you will see a good bond, some, but the only thing is that uh, this kind of change happening in your life doesn't disturb your family environment, but overall this change will bring a new kind of the your family life, your mother, everyone will be really happy. But the change is such, the career change that is coming in your life may somewhere disturb the happiness of your family. But still that disturbance is not to a level where you will start fighting or something like that, but still there is a kind of change happening. Because of the change happening in your career, the change is also happening in your family life. This kind of situation I can see. And even if you are willing to buy some property, vehicle, some new kind of accessories for your home, then also it's a right time. Even because it's looking at your seventh house, you can start a new business, and you can even look for a partner, a right partner for marriage too. So it's a really good time. So overall your public image is getting affected, because your 10th house, your status, your image in society, then 7th house is your even public image. So everything is getting affected, so all eyes are on you, upon you. So this change is really good for you. Now coming to Jupiter, Jupiter will be aspecting from 12th house, it will be aspecting your 4th house, 6th house and 8th house. Now because it's aspecting your 6th, 8th and sitting in 12th, so somewhere there is a disturbance, somewhere still there is a disturbance. There's a bit of anxiety and tension in your life because things are changing, and especially because your home life is also getting is changing. That change is really good, because Jupiter when aspecting your 4th house, it will actually bring happiness in your life, lot of good changes. 6th house aspecting your 6th house, there also if you're looking for a daily routine job, career job, 9 to 5 job, it will help you over there also. 8th house is all about transformation, it will bring transformation. But still it's sitting in the 12th house, little bit of uh, tension is still there. And even you might have seen after the separation of Rahu and Jupiter, there this where you were losing your wealth, time and energy, that might have slowed down. And eventually when Jupiter will shift to Taurus sign next year in April, then this particular energy where you are seeing that a lot of energy, time and money is wasted, uh, that will completely shut down. Okay, so still the energy is talking about loss of money, energy and time, but that energy and time will be invested for a new change in your career. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, that change you will start seeing from April 2024, which will bring new kind of upliftments. And because Jupiter will be in your first house, this will bring lot of chances for your marriage, for a new business ventures, for travels, for new change, especially after April 2024. Your life in the next 1 year will change completely. There will be a change because it will be from there, it will be aspecting 5th and 9th house. So it's really good, but you need to because Taurus sign, they are seeing good changes in their life slowly and slowly, especially after the shift of Rahu and Ketu in the sign of Pisces and Virgo. Earlier 1.5 year were really really difficult, and before that also Saturn was in their ninth house, and all things were really disturbed in their life. So now there is a beautiful change happening in your life. You wait for April 2024, again another good change will happen. So talking about Mercury, Mercury will be in Sagittarius sign in your eighth house. So eighth house Mercury, when it's a lord of your second house and fifth house, when it sits in your eighth house, it somewhere disturbs your family life, with your love relationship, with your kids, their education, everything gets affected, even your education, your creativity. But still, if you are into occult science research and analysis, this Mercury sitting in 8th house will help you in that. So it's a good indication. So if the Mahadashanta Dasha is there, then it can even increase your savings from hidden sources. You can earn money from hidden sources. Okay, that's a good indication. And talking about sun will be in your Scorpio sign, seventh house, in the first house, which is actually really good, because the fourth house lord sitting in seventh house, it's talking about you can start a new business from your home only. That could help you in uplifting your public image, your status. But in the second half of the December, sun will be in your eighth house, so this energy will get disturbed, because your mother, because it's the lord of your fourth house, and it even indicates your mother. So somewhere your mother's health will be disturbed, not health, mental health especially. She will be quite tensed, or worries will be there at your home, some kind of tension. If the Mahadashanta Dasha Pratyantar is off sun, then it's indicating that your mother will be worried. And even there could be some kind of, like, fight, or like some kind of verbal fight or spat. That could be a reason for these worries. Else everything is fine, because these transits are of really very short duration, so it doesn't affect too much in your life. So then talking about Jupiter, Jupiter I have already discussed. Then talking about Venus will be in your Libra sign, which is in the sixth house. So first house and sixth house lord when sitting in sixth house. So sixth house, um, you take care of your health during this time, the whole December. You can get sick, especially Venus is there, so you can get sneeze, cold, cough kind of situation. Those Venus related illness, even those cold and cough, all these things comes in Venus. So if you take care of your health, then this transit is of very small duration. Take care of during, especially during this time period. Then, if I talk about the rest of the time Venus will be in your Scorpio sign in the seventh house. Then Venus sitting in the seventh house, there how it will be impacting. Now, first house Lord in the rest of the December will be in your seventh house. Now, over here, Venus will be aspecting your first house. The first house Lord sitting in the seventh house will be aspecting its first house. So somewhere you can attract a lot of business opportunities, a lot of good partners for marriage. So this is a really good time for those who are looking for new business partners or new partners for marriage. So it's a really good time. And then talking about Mars, Mars will be in your Scorpio sign most of the time in December. So Mars sitting in your seventh house and being the lord of your seventh house and 12th house sitting over here, you can actually attract a partner for you, maybe a business partner or a life partner for you from a foreign place. That could be a good chance for it. Then I have skipped one thing for Aries Lagna, that you can see over here in this part, that for Aries Lagna, Venus will be in your seventh house in the first half of the December, just for a few days, and then most of the December it will be in your eighth house. So second house and seventh house Lord will be in your eighth house, so it will disturb your family environment, your family life, your savings will be not savings, because eighth house Venus will be aspecting your second house, so somewhere it will be increasing your money through hidden sources and whatever savings you have, but it will be affecting your relationships with your business partners, your life partners, your family. Only that, those kind of things will be affected. Rest, everything is looking really good, really fantastic for both Aries and Taurus. Then talking about Gemini, for Gemini Lagna, Saturn is sitting in your ninth house, and Shatabisha Nakshatra Lord, which is Rahu, will be sitting in your 10th house. And the dispositor of that house, 10th house, Jupiter, will be in your 11th house. So ninth house, 10th house, and 11th house are getting affected. And Saturn sitting in the ninth house will be aspecting your 11th house and your third house, and uh, your 10th aspect will be in your sixth house, on your sixth house. Then 9th, 10th, 11th, 3rd, and 6th, these house will be affected with the energy of Saturn. Okay, overall. Now, what could happen during this time? Because ninth house is all about your luck, your travel, uh, and new changes in life. Okay, the bond with your father, gurus. So you will see things are changing. Your luck is rising. Things are changing. There is a transformation, and you can even travel because it is aspecting your third house, and there could be gains and lot of opportunities because it's aspecting your 11th house, and those opportunities will come through your career, and you will see a rise in your status. And even 6th house, it's all about daily routine job, it is affecting there. So it's really good for your change, your travel, uh, your career, your gains. These things are getting affected, but make sure you don't fight with people. You do, because Rahu sitting in 10th house, but Ketu is sitting in your 4th house, so the family environment is getting disturbed, the home environment is getting disturbed. So that's why do not fight, because 6th house is also getting impacted. Do not fight with people. Do not affect your own happiness just by fighting, just by debating, argumentation, and all those kind of things. Try to recluse yourself from all these. Then your transit is really good. So then, talking about the other planets, Mercury will be in your Sagittarius sign, 7th house throughout December. So Mercury here sitting in 7th house, it's a lot of your first and 4th house. It's a really good time for you. So if you were looking for your own physical appearance, you needed some transformation, you wanted a change in your own personality, your physics, you wanted to do something for yourself, for yourself, this is the right time to do. And your 4th house is also, you wanted to do something for yourself, for your happiness, then this is really good time. 7th house is also about travel, foreign settlement and travel. So there could be, like, you can do, or even you can start a new business, and for your own happiness, your own self, you can do something really good for you. You can start a new business, you can get into partnership, all these, you can even travel. So this is the reason, for those who have got Mercury Mahadashantar Prityantar Dasha, they can at this time in December work upon your themselves and for their happiness. They can actually do something for themselves and their happiness, and it will be really good for them, and this will bring new change in your life. And talking about sun will be in your Scorpio sign for first half of December in the 6th house. 6th house, sun is again little bit disturbing because it's this third house lord sitting in your 6th house. Now third house is your siblings, then even your communication, writing, reading, whether it be digital communication, your short distance travel. So your short distance travel, your communication can bring little bit of fight, because 6th house is all about fight, ego clashes. So there could be ego clashes with your siblings, there could be ego clashes in your own tone, or your own way of speaking and communication. So there could be you people can find that behavior, egoistic behavior in you at this time, that could become really argumentative and reason for fights. So be aware of this in the first half of December. Then in the second half of December, sun will be shifting in your 7th house in the Sagittarius sign. This is quite a good time because third house lord will be in your 7th house. So now you can see that you, with your skills, communication, you can start something new business, or you can even travel or shift for something new, because overall your ninth, 10th and 11th is getting affected. Though there could be, like, if the Mahadashanta Dasha is there, then you can, maybe you can crack an interview. That could also be possible, because the 6th house is also about interviews. So the competitive exam, so during that time you can give an interview, and the result can come in the second half of December, and the result lead to the settlement or the change of place. So this could also be possible. Then Jupiter is in your 11th house. 11th house Jupiter is aspecting your third house, 5th house and 7th house. So if you are looking for marriage, that could be a good time. If you are looking for foreign settlement, new changes, business partnership, your public image will be affected at this time. Will be means uh, all eyes will be on you. That's called public image. And because Jupiter is aspecting it, then many people will look upon you. And whatever changes, because fifth house is all about changes, your creativity, your education, your bond, your relationships, even your kids. So those things, those areas will also see good changes, not good changes, but you will see that those areas are also seeing a better, a positive change in your life. They are bringing new change, new better and positive changes in your life. Then even third house, so there could be a change of place, there could be a travel, and you can do something through your digital communication, through your communication. All those things are possible. Even your siblings can help you out during this time, so this is really good time for you too. Then talking about Venus, Venus will be in your Scorpio sign, which is sixth house. Now it's the 12th house lord, and your fifth house lord. Now 12th and fifth house lord sitting in sixth house. Now 12th house is all about losses, and it is all about foreign settlement, spirituality. So you can, and fifth house is all about is also about sadhana. Okay, sadhana, and even the even mantra jap and all those kind of things. Fifth house is also about your children, your love relationships, and uh, your education. So if you wanted to have you wanted to start a career in your basic from whatever your basic education was in some foreign place, then this could be possible. Then there could even be fight in your love relationships with your kids, that could also be possible. Then you can do sadhana and all those things in a daily routine, with your daily routine activities, that could be also possible during this time. So all these things are talking about that there could be either loss of energy by fighting and just arguments, or you can even crack an interview and exam. And even you must take care of your health, because because there is a loss of energy, time and money too. So it indicates somewhere that uh, either your health is disturbed or your children's health is disturbed. So take care of them and yourself. And talking about Mars, Mars will be in your Scorpio sign in the sixth house. So sixth house Mars give you competitive energy. So it's the 11th house lord and sixth house lord. So somewhere your gains, your social circle, uh, you can see that you will be able to clear all the interviews and any kind of competitive exams you are having at this time. But still there could be some kind of fight with your friends in your social circle, or even fights with your uh, maternal family, in your maternal family, or even as I said with your friends in the social circle. But this energy helps you in competing and cracking an interview or any competitive exam. So both things are possible. So this was all for Gemini, and I'm not talking about Cancer Lagna. For Cancer Lagna people, your Saturn is sitting in your 8th house, and the nakshatra lord Rahu is in your ninth house, and the dispositor of that house Pisces is Jupiter is in your 10th house. Now 8th, ninth and 10th are getting affected, and Saturn from 8th house is aspecting your 10th house and your second house, and your fifth house. Now 8th, 9th, 10th, second and fifth are getting affected by Saturn. Now what is exactly happening? You are seeing a lot of changes in your life, lot of transformation. They are good also, they are bad also. Those sudden transformation are happening, and that is even bringing a lot of worries and anxieties. The good thing is that those who are working into fields of research and analysis, there you can get really good job. You can go for higher education, you can go for new changes, new career options you can get in those areas. But if you're not into research and analysis, then this could bring a lot of tension and worries in your source of income, your stability of income, your family life, your eating habits, your mental health you get disturbed at this time. So if you are not into research and analysis, then start understanding, or you start watching or reading astrological books or history books, or something where you even physics, where physics and maths, where a lot of research and analysis, a lot of mathematical and analytical things are involved. So those kind of areas. So they then you will see that a good change could come. But if you are not into all these areas, then this will be quite disturbing. So now talking about, it will even bring new changes in your life. You can see that you might, especially you can go for education in those research analysis, PhD you can do at this time. And you will see stability in your income, source of income. You can get some unearned money at this time if you have invested in share markets, mutual funds. There you will see a slow rise in those areas. So all these kind of things you can see. And even you can travel to foreign places. There could be a change in your career, new change. So this energy is actually good when Saturn is placed in the 8th house. The only thing is that it will disturb your mind. If you, mind in the sense, if you are not into research and analysis, then it can disturb your mind. But if you are into those areas of research and analysis, then this is a really really good placement for all those people. Now, Mercury will be in your Sagittarius sign, which is in your sixth house. Mercury in sixth house in Kalpurush Kundli, it's a Virgo sign, so it's really good over here. And um now, Mercury sitting over here will be aspecting your 12th house. So 12th house is of Gemini. So somewhere you can even get a 9 to 5 job, daily routine job in some MNCs or foreign place. Connection will be there with the hospitals, or if you are a doctor, you are in the field of medical sciences. And even for all the even if you are into these if you are working into field of all these lawyers and even judges, they also come in the field of sixth house. That's why sixth and 12th connection is there. And even you can crack an daily routine job like a government job where service is required. And even in the MNCs, those kind of jobs, also daily routine 9 to 5 job. But because this energy is both combined, the positive energy of clearing a competitive exam, getting a job in some MNC or foreign place, a new city or new state. But it even talks about the fights within your mind or with your own near and dear ones. So try, especially with your siblings, verbal fights. So this can lose your energy, time, and money during this time. So make sure that you utilize this energy for the positive outcomes, not just by verbally fighting with everyone around you. Especially it's looking like you will be fighting with your siblings. So then talking about sun will be in the Scorpio sign in the fifth house in the first half of December, which is very good time. So it can give you a lot of gains, opportunities. Your social circle will rise, your ego will rise, and you will see that your children, if you have kids, they will do really good in your education. You will do good in your education. You will do good something. Through your creativity. And it can bring a bit of ego and pride in you because of the change that is bringing, the kind of gain it is bringing at this time. If the Mahadasha Antardasha is there, then Sun will be shifting to Sagittarius sign in the second half of December. This will bring another change because the Sun in the here in the sixth house, it's the lord of your second house. There could be ego clashes with your family over here. Some kind of ego clashes. So mind it, in the second half of December, don't fight with your family. Then even because of your eating habits, you can disturb your own health, or somewhere your own, some of you may even see that your family member, your near and dear ones, someone from your family get sick at this time. Okay, not just you being egoistic, being having ego clashes, fighting with people. There could be possibility of someone getting sick in your family. Okay, so both the things are possible because it's aspecting your 12th house. So that's why I said there could be anything. Now, Jupiter will be in your 10th house. As I said, 10th house Jupiter will be aspecting your second house, fourth house, and sixth house. So, somewhere your savings will rise, your family bondage will improve, and even some new member can come in your family because there's a rise in your family too. Then the happiness in your family, some new property, luxury kind of things you can buy in your family, then because it's aspecting your fourth house, sixth house, it will improve the the bond with even with your enemies. Okay, Jupiter aspecting your sixth house, it will improve the bond with your enemies, and even it will help you increase in your daily source of income. You can get a daily routine job also. It will help you because whenever Jupiter transit from the 10th house, it will help you get a new job, new change in your career, so daily routine job. And because it's aspecting your sixth house, the sixth house is also about enemies also, so your enemies also will become your foes will also become your friends at this time. So it's a really good time. So all the litigations, fights, and everything that you were having, the Mahadashanta Dasha is of Jupiter, then it will it will completely vanish at this time. Then Venus will be in your Scorpio sign throughout December. Now Scorpio sign is in your fifth house. Venus in fifth house is really good. It's your 11th house lord and your fourth house lord. So 11th house and fourth house lord sitting in fifth house, it will bring a lot of gains, a lot of happiness from your children, from your family, in your family, from your love bonds. You can get someone new in your life from your social circle or through your family, through your mother. This could also be possible. So it's really good time for you, for all the Cancer Lagna people. Mars will be in your Scorpio sign for most of the December, so it will be along with Venus in the fifth house. So it's really good energy. So here it talks about sadhana also. You can do a lot of mantra jap and sadhana, but because Mars here sitting over here in Scorpio sign, it's the lord of your 10th house sitting in fifth house. It's even the lord of your fifth house in the Scorpio sign. So there could be transformation in your career, new change, new transformation. And even you can at this time get attracted to someone, or you find a good life partner from your own social circle and through your mother, from your, and that could bring a lot of happiness in your life. And even you can see a change in your career which can bring happiness in your life, a lot of gains in your life. You can do sadhana, mantra sadhana at this time. It's a really good time for you Cancer Lagna people too. So this was all for the four lagnas. For the next four lagnas, I'll be making another video. Thank you so much. Please do subscribe to my channel Deep Astro.